Okay, let's see what you got.
Who is that?
The absolute best.
I mean, you put us in the cockpit for Top Gun. Now we're in the driver's seat for F1.
Yeah.
Have you like always felt the need for speed?
Apparently, yes. Yeah, I just, only 20 people in the world get to do this job, this incredible job. And, I wanted to see if I could give an audience that experience and take them on this journey, tell this incredible story of Sonny Hayes and, and get to work with, another icon.
I mean, pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I remember when you guys were in Las Vegas.
That's right.
Filming the movie during actually our first ever Formula One race, which was so exciting.
We were there. It's an incredible race. It feels like nothing else on the schedule. And, as you know, it's a racetrack that only exists for a few hours during the year. And to be able to get our 15-minute slot to shoot on the track, have Brad and Damson driving down the strip, at 180 miles an hour, you're going to get to see that in the film, and that was pretty special.
Formula One is a team sport. It always was.
What's he doing?
Plan C, be ready.
Just gotta hope for some lucky breaks. Hope it's not a strategy.
I was adamant that we had to shoot it in Vegas. Certainly there, we've got all these tricks to fake that, but I wanted to be out there on the balcony, overlooking the Bellagio fountains and the Strip for a really important scene. Obviously we talked about shooting on the Strip itself, the Omnia nightclub. I mean, there's just, I don't know where else you could find a place like that. And all the background actors that came in from Las Vegas, were fantastic in that scene. Just the energy. So we had a great, 2 weeks there shooting the movie.
What's the difference between Sonny Hayes and Joshua Pierce?
A lot of decades. Says the guy still lives with his mom.
Obviously, we know Formula One is sexy and glamorous, but what is something that was surprising about this racing world that you discovered while you were filming the movie?
It's the only sport I know of where your teammate is often your biggest rival. And that is a fantastic kind of setup for drama and conflict, which you want in your story. So it's one of those sports, the deeper you dive into it, the more fascinating it becomes.
3 laps. 3 laps is a lifetime.
One thing I do know for certain about this movie, like so many, but especially movies like this, you have to see them on the big screen.
Yes.
You have to. I work with Galaxy Theaters, which will also be opening wide and big on the 27th.
Okay, great.
In honor of F1, the movie coming out, they're doing a pit stop, a retrospective. So I'm curious, isn't that funny?
Wow,
So they're
great.
bringing some of those movies back into theaters.
Amazing, all great films.
So which one, if you were going to, buy a ticket for Galaxy Theaters and go, which one would you go to first, do you think, of that great list?
I would have to say I would go see Seven. I've worked with both Brad and Morgan, and it's one of my all-time favorites. So yeah, that would be my pick.
Good choice. See, well, now we'll have to put, F1 movie.
That's
The
right.
pit
That'd be
stop for
great.
next year
Please
for
do.
sure.
All right, here we go.
Action.